Hi, crafting friends. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Lisa, and after a fun Dollar Tree haul, I have a lot of goodies that I'm going to craft with today, including some of this pretty faux fur from the Crafter's Square. I had used that, if you recall, at Christmas to decorate the reindeer, and today I'm going to use it seasonally in another festive way. Here I also chose a nice piece of the wall covering adhesive paper. You can use this as wallpaper or for DIYs. I think this sweet wooden rabbit cutout is a great buy for $1.25. It's very thick and it stands up. Similarly, the carrot. Now let's begin our first DIY using a Dollar Tree baby blanket. It's a large blanket and it's really soft. I'm amazed at this again for $1.25. You can see as I open it up that it's quite large, and I'm going to fold it to quarters so that I can then cut out a section and create a soft pillow. And then you see here I've just folded it over and folded it again, and now I'm just using my scissors to cut along that fold line, and we'll have a lovely piece of fabric for a very soft pink pillow. You can straighten up your edges so that you have a nice rectangle or square, and you can see how easily it does cut. Once you have it all squared away, we're going to make a super easy no-sew pillow. With spring just around the corner, only a few weeks away now, it seemed like a perfect opportunity to make a spring-inspired pillow with this chick wreath kit. You can see I'm using my hot glue to fold over both sides. That will give us a nice clean line. You could, of course, also sew it inside out or hot glue it inside out and then flip it over. But I decided this would be the easiest way. So I'm just going ahead, running that hot glue very neatly along that edge and folding both sides as I go so that we do have a nice clean seam line. You can see as I show you this finished side that it does have a nice, neat appearance. And once you do that to all four sides, you will, of course, want to leave open one portion just so that you have room to put your hand in and fill it with stuffing. I always get pillows from Walmart. They're under $4 a piece, and that way you get new polyfill inside, and it provides a lot of stuffing for these decorative pillows. So that's what I'm going to be using to stuff this one. As you stuff it in, try to arrange it so that all the corners are filled and it has a nice plump appearance. And then once you do that, the fun begins because we're going to take the little wreath kit and decorate the pillow with that chick embellishment. Now go ahead and grab your wreath decoration kit, and once you've opened it, you'll see there's multiple pieces inside with little ribbons hanging from each. So you'll want to go ahead and just cut off those hanging ribbons. And after you've trimmed off all of the ribbon on the various pieces, you can go ahead and arrange those against the front of your pillow. And to attach them, we're just going to use some hot glue. I use the hot glue around the border and in the center of each of these pieces, and then you'll see how easily you can attach them to the front of the pillow. I'm going to attach the head right here up at the top, and then we'll add the little wings. And you can see I'm just adding those, again using that hot glue around the border of the pattern, and then just attaching it on the side so that part of the wing goes up against the head. And now that both wings are in position, I'm going to add the little chick feet at the bottom. And as this little pillow takes on such darling personality, I think this is one of the most charming projects made so easily with $2.50 worth of supplies and a little bit of polyfill. Now I'm going to take some of this pretty lace-inspired burlap ribbon from the Dollar Tree. You can use any ribbon that you have or that you would like, and I'm going to go ahead and just wrap it around the front, kind of around over the top of those wings, and then just tipping behind those little chick feet. And I'm just going to hot glue it in place in the back of the pillow. And you can see here as it goes around the back, I'm just going to cut it so that it just slightly overlaps itself. And then we'll go ahead and use a drop of hot glue to hold it in place. And now that that's secured, I'm just going to flip the pillow over and add a further embellishment. I really like this burlap ribbon, and I thought it'd be pretty to add a bow to the front. So I'm using a very simple technique of just folding the ribbon over, and then I will create several loops which I stack one on top of another and hot glue to adhere in place. You can see here how I'm just using the glue to secure it. One of the nice features of wired ribbon is the way you can make your loops stand up. So once you get your loops adhered, you can then form the pretty bow. Here I'm making a second loop, and this one will be a little bit smaller. By creating 3 graduated in size, you can stack a nice little loop that will serve as the final embellishment. In addition to those few drops of hot glue, I'm also going to take a section of that ribbon and just wrap it around the center of the bow, securing it further, and then gluing it together in the back. And then to attach the completed bow to our chick pillow, we'll just use a little bit more hot glue on the back of our completed ribbon, and then we'll just put it in position. And you can see just how adorable this looks. I also wanted to create a couple tails, and to do that, I took 2 pieces of the ribbon and I folded it over and just made an angled cut, and that created those little dovetails by positioning them in kind of a triangular form and then gluing all of that together. The finishing touch is complete. You'll just want to start by putting a drop of hot glue in the center there, and then add on your dovetails right in position, and then go ahead and put your bow on top. I just love the way this turned out. It's one of those small projects, but it creates an exclamation point wherever it's displayed. I think you'll really enjoy making one, and you can use any fabric you choose. Here I have it on the center of a bed with 2 bunny-inspired pillows I had gotten last year from Target, and I just think that is a perfect pop of springtime delight. Now let's decorate this wooden carrot. This, as I mentioned, was also from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to use a piece of that wallpaper from Dollar Tree to embellish it. This is another inexpensive, super easy project, but it adds a nice flair wherever you want to display it. I'm using a pen just to outline the basic design of that carrot on the back side of that wallpaper. Here, as I go around it with my scissors, I'm going to also just kind of go beyond that outline just to ensure that I have plenty of coverage for the front of the carrot. We'll always be able to use a piece of sandpaper or fine scissors at the end. After your design is cut out, all you have to do is place it on the carrot, and we're going to remove that back sheet to reveal that adhesive surface, and then just very carefully line it up with the front of the carrot and place it down. I actually should have covered the unfinished side of the carrot, and that would have left that pretty wood grain side exposed. I just want to share that tip with you. It attaches very smoothly, and now all you have to do is go around that outer border. I'm using an X-Acto knife to just create a nice clean outline. Sandpaper works great to clean up those edges and give you a nice sharp definition. Then you'll be able to peel away the excess. Now that you see the edges are cleanly defined, I'm using 2 different ribbons that I'm hot gluing together to create a double look there of green and that lace, both of which coordinate so beautifully with the colors and patterns in the wallpaper design. Here I've tied on the bow, and now I'm just going to add on a final embellishment. I purchased this package of flowers and butterflies from Hobby Lobby, and it's really delicate and detailed, and I thought it would coordinate so beautifully with the floral print in the wallpaper. And this simple project is so beautiful. Upcoming in the video, I'll show you how to make that fuzzy rabbit that it's next to. But first, I want to show you an idea for using the circular mirrors at Dollar Tree. These also sell for $1.25, and they also sell the little easel stands. I used a rub-on transfer from IOD to decorate this one. And now you can see I'm using some clear Elmer's glue to create a fine line of glue to attach a delicate beaded chain, which I purchased in an assortment from Amazon. For any of these projects, if you want details, please just ask me in the comments below. Also, if you're enjoying this video, would you please give it a like, a thumbs up? It really does help my channel to grow. Before I show you how to transform a wooden rabbit into a fluffy white one, I want to show you some fluffy real life animals. This baby calf was just born an hour earlier. The farmer invited me to come see as I was passing by on a walk, and it was really a thrill to see this little newborn exploring the world on its wobbly legs and looking for its mama. No, that's not her. But within a few minutes, they were together. Now I'll show you a really fun way to bring this little wooden bunny to life. I'm going to use a piece of the faux fur from Dollar Tree. It's a new product, and they've begun offering it in all different lovely colors. This is kind of a creamy white. You can see this is how it's packaged. They offer it in the soft blue, this creamy white. They have it in black and brown and a variety of colors, and it's just a beautiful product. You have to feel it to see how plush it is. So I'm going to trace the outline of the bunny against the back of the faux fur. And then once I get that outlined and cut out, I'm going to attach it using Mod Podge. Now that it's completely outlined, we'll just go ahead and cut around it, again, a little bit broadly so that we overhang the front of the wooden design. Now I'm just using some of the regular Mod Podge with a sponge brush. You can buy a small bottle of the Mod Podge as well as these sponge brushes from Dollar Tree as well. And I'm lining up the faux fur against that wooden surface. And again, just kind of going section by section as you see. And as I get each section coated, I'm just laying the fur down. And it works that easily. It adheres beautifully, and you'll see the result is quite pretty. And as you lay it down, you can just kind of shift it in position so that the entire front is covered. I decided then that the sides needed to be covered too, to really create the look of a three-dimensional fluffy white bunny. So you can see those edges are very unfinished looking. I first used my X-Acto knife just to sharpen all of those edges, and then I cut strips of the faux fur. There was plenty in that one package to cover up all the sides. To coordinate with the carrot that I'm going to display alongside it, I used that same green gingham check fine ribbon and also another one of those little floral embellishments hot glued on. Then, having decided I wanted to cover up the sides, I used hot glue to cut those strips and add those in. You can see how much prettier it looks after adding in one of those strips on the side. I'll show you now on the other side exactly how to do it. I also added a sweet little butterfly to the top of the ear. Just cut those strips a little wider than that actual side edge, and then use your hot glue to adhere it. It's that easy. Just go around all the contours, and before you know it, you have a sweet, fluffy, three-dimensional bunny. Here it is displayed on our dining table alongside the carrot that I tried to color coordinate with the same ribbon and embellishments. It would also look pretty in an Easter basket. You can see a beautiful yarn wrapped cross that I made and demonstrated on a previous video. I would love to hear in the comments below which was your favorite project and where are you watching from? I'm recording here in the Catoctin Mountains of Northern Maryland. I have lots more DIYs for spring and Easter upcoming, so please do consider subscribing if you haven't already. Take care and God bless.